Hello, Slaters. I hope you all are doing good. Welcome back to another life skills lesson. Today we shall learn about humility. What is humility? Humility is a gesture where a person is not proud of his achievements and is still willing to learn and help others. For example, if you come first in class in exams and the success makes you think that you are the only person who knows everything, this is not humility. Whereas when you come first in exams, you feel and share your happiness with others. Also, you help your friends in clearing their doubts and improve your weaknesses like improving handwriting, etc. This is humility. Humility seems like a negative quality, almost like a sign of weakness rather than a strength. But in reality, humility will get you very far in life as a person and as a leader. Now, let's look at it another way. A person who lacks humility is arrogant. That is, a person who thinks of themselves and sees themselves as higher and better than others. There is no room for an arrogant person to improve themselves because they do not recognize their flaws. They do not have a growth mindset. A person who lacks the ability to see their own weakness will never be able to reach their potential, as life is a never ending journey of growth and learning. Let's look at an example. John is a brilliant student. His teachers, fellow students, and neighbors admire him for his helping nature and soft spoken manners. However, John is always bullied at school and at the local playground by Robin and his friends. They think of John's politeness and lack of boldness to be his weaknesses. Do you think John is a good example of humility? No, humility does not encourage you to be weak and when you are being wronged. It is just a calm and effective way of expressing yourself. A humble person can be bold whenever needed. You don't necessarily need to shout, shove, or swear to communicate your position on any matter. By being humble, you are merely acknowledging other people's rights and allowing them to put their points of view across. Slaters, did you ever wonder why it is important to have humility? Well, let me explain. Self improvement. Humility is an asset of self improvement. By living a humble life, you recognize the areas of your life that you need to improve upon. For example, you may come first in class in academics, but your handwriting may be bad. When you recognize this, you concentrate on improving your handwriting. Emotional well being. We need humility for emotional well being. Being angry and frustrated at failure comes with any struggle in life. It's important to understand humility to be able to overcome those losses and pick ourselves up after the fall. To become good leaders. If you observe good leaders, they are able to achieve their goals because people remember them for being polite, calm, and humble, even though they may be rich, strong, talented, healthy, and beautiful. To have and maintain friendships. Being humble makes you trustworthy and reliable person to your family and friends. To be kind. When you think about others along with yourself, you are humble. For example, you could share your success with others when you win a match, or you can help a friend by clearing his doubts in studies, or you donate clothes to the needy on your birthday, etc. Children, let us now listen to a small story on humility. There was once a kangaroo who became an athletics champion. However, with this success, he became arrogant and nasty, and he spent a lot of time making fun of others. His favorite target was a little penguin whose walk was so slow and clumsy that it often prevented him from even finishing the race. One day, the fox who organized the races let everyone know that his favorite for the next race was the poor penguin. Everyone thought it was a joke. But still the big-headed kangaroo got very angry, and he teased the penguin even more than usual. The penguin did not even want to take part in the race, but it was a tradition that everyone must do so. On the day of the race, he approached the starting line in a group which was following the fox. The fox led them up the mountain while everyone made fun of the penguin, commenting whether he would roll down the mountain or just slide down on his fat belly. But when they reached the top, they all kept quiet. The top of the mountain turned out to be a crater that had filled with water, making it into a lake. At this point, the fox gave the starting signal, saying, "First to the other side wins." The penguin, excited, waddled clumsily to the water's edge. Once he was in the water, though, his speed was unbeatable and he won the race by a long distance. Meanwhile, the kangaroo barely managed to reach the other side, was tearful, ashamed, and half drowned. And although it seemed like the penguin was waiting to make fun of the kangaroo, the penguin had learned a lot of his suffering, and instead of teasing the kangaroo, he offered to teach him how to swim. For the rest of the day, animals enjoyed themselves playing in the lake. But the one who enjoyed the most was the fox, who, with his cleverness, had managed to bring the kangaroo down a peg or two. A minute for thinking. We all have some special ability, though sometimes we need some time to discover it. What is your special ability? What do you think is the best way to use it? The kangaroo only uses his abilities to brag. He was not humble. Can you think of a better way to use them? Let's talk. Penguin can surely have revenge, but managed to win gracefully and avoided teasing kangaroo. Thus they make good friends. Penguin was very humble. It is very likely you have experienced something similar. Avoiding revenge, though requires some effort, is always worth it. That's it for today. We will continue this topic in our next class. Till then, don't forget to be humble and polite to all the people around you. Goodbye, Slaters.